final day here at the Rogue Food Conference. I want to say first annual, because I'm hoping there will be more. But we got a chance to listen to Mark Baker from Baker's Green Acres. I'm sure many of you have been following along with his story on YouTube. But in case they haven't, can you give them a little bit brief background of what happened to you?
Sure. This is a while ago this happened, and we've been clear of it for a while now. But in 2011, the state of Michigan declared our animals feral. Pigs. And
Magnalistas, which are close to what we, the Kuni-Kunis, they're similar.
Yeah, they're a
Heritage Hogs.
breed. And we questioned them on that and then declared a lawsuit. They issued a $700,000 fine in efforts to get us to back off, and we didn't. We had supporters come out from all over the United States that stood by us because people realized that if these departmental agencies like the Department of Natural Resources, Department of Agriculture can just decide which animals we can have and which ones we can't, where does that end?
Yeah.
It's a huge problem. And we see similar things happening with state governments deciding which firearms we can have and which ones we can't.
Yeah, like in Virginia.
Baloney. We're U.S. citizens. We are governed by a constitution. We're a representative republic. We are governed by a constitution.
Right.
And they have no right to do that. Our constitution is a broad sword.
It is.
But they're not going to pull it for us.
Right,
we got to pull that sword and be ready to use it.
Yeah.
And I did. I didn't think it was that heroic, really. I thought that's what we do out here in the civilian world, because I was military before.
Right.
I thought it was kind of their job to protect me, my government, but I'm finding out that they really don't. They're not interested in protecting my constitutional rights, so I have to do it myself.
Yeah.
And
but you did it for other people too, because this was a Michigan-wide law that was going to ban a lot of heritage breed hogs.
Well, it was worse than that. What they wanted was all pork production to be done inside. So you would have had inside a building, because they said that it was dangerous to have hogs outside. There were hogs on the ground when the shot that was heard around the world was fired, and we did just fine.
Right.
But all of a sudden they decided that it was a problem, and that is what they do. They present you with a problem, and then they present you with the solution. That's how they operate. And we weren't having any of it, and a lot of people that supported us weren't having any of it.
And you got a huge following of support just from social media, am I correct?
Yeah, a lot of people feel the same way. I mean, people support it because they feel the same way, and they're saying, damn right, we're not putting up with this. And the reality is that people have to understand is if these agencies don't have the ability to project their authority. If they don't have it, then they don't do it. If they have it, they do it first. So rob a bank, you get arrested. Keep a pig that they don't like, they have the authority to arrest you.
That was one of the most eye-opening things that you said today that hit me, because they always use intimidation first and try to get you to convict yourself, like right off the bat. They want you to admit what you've done, and then they have you. But like you said, if they really had you to start with, they would come and arrest you. They would come and do something. They would come and at least slap you with a fine. Like, here's your fine, boom, done. But they try to get you to incriminate yourself first. And then probably with false laws or regulations.
Yep. Okay. During our foray with the state, we suspected that the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, was the supreme law of the land. We felt that way.
You felt it is?
So we questioned the Attorney General's office. A lot of our followers wrote letters, emails, requested a clarification. Is the U.S. Constitution the supreme law of the land? Is it? Yes or no? We don't want to hear Hillary Clinton here. We want a yes or no. It came back every time, absolutely.
Wow.
So if the U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and then some weenie department comes up with you can't have this pig because we say so. I'm under no obligation to comply with that at all. As a matter of fact, them doing that, that upsets me.
It shouldn't.
I mean, that's under color of law that they do that.
Yeah.
And I think that they should be hauled up short by leadership in the state.
Yes.
I think the governor should have hauled them up short.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't.
Right.
So it's up to us to do that. And there's way more of us.
And
Way.
You gave us your service for 20 years in the Navy. Did I hear correct?
Air Force.
I'm sorry. It was one of the other special branches. Okay, and you had said when you started this whole thing out, you're like, wait guys, we're on the same team. Like I thought that you guys, we're all fighting for our country and we're trying to protect American citizens.
Right.
And then you were like rudely awakened to you're not on the same team.
Well, what I found, and this is a sad commentary, but this is my commentary. I have the right to free speech. The Department of Agriculture, Department of Natural Resources, Department of Attorney General.
Unelected, by the way.
Yeah, unelected. Seem to be quite unaccountable to anybody, or at least nobody that cares about us as people. And we're wondering who their stockholders are.
Yeah.
We wonder who they represent. Actually, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's a big question in my mind. I think we probably, maybe if this goes out to people that can research that and find out who the stockholders are for the corporations known as Department of Agriculture, Department of Natural Resources, Department of Attorney General. It'd be interesting to know who the stockholders are. And are they lawmakers? I don't think so. According to what I've learned in elementary school, was laws have to be voted in the Senate, go to the House, to the governor be signed.
So all these, like Joe Salatin says, the USDA, all these different alphabet soup organizations are making laws, but we didn't elect them to be lawmakers.
And they're actually not making laws. They're making regulations, and they're enforcing them like a law.
Right. And that's our fault. Because we, like even on these panels that we just sat on, people were saying, well, I think you can't do it. But it's our responsibility to know what we can and can't do.
Well, I like how you reduced it literally to the 4th and 5th Amendment and the Constitution in general. And you handed out pamphlets or papers for everybody that literally has the Constitution on the back because so many people don't even know it. We don't know what our rights are that are given by God and not endowed by the government.
Right. They're just guaranteed by the government.
Exactly. And that's what if there were to be an agency that were to be trying to protect us, you would think that they would walk up to your farm and say, hey, you've got all these rights. Let me show you how you can, because that's what we threaten to do because we have an exemption. It's a homesteading exemption just in our specific township, and we threatened our township.
So we would go door to door, tell everybody
else who was
part of this
for that exemption
that they could get pigs and chickens and cows.
And then that amongst us telling them that we were crazy. We were like,
we're going to do a food church. We did the whole shebang, and they finally backed off.
So you're saying that your farm is someplace where they say you can't have a farm?
Exactly. We're under 5 acres. We're under 5 acres in Ohio.
1 acre.
But we're in a township that's not in a subdivision, so we are under an exemption, Ohio 51921.
So you feel like you're getting a good deal?
Well, exactly, right? We
Like
should
they're
just be
cutting you
allowed.
slack.
Right.
Well, the 5th Amendment, last time I checked, said that your life, liberty, and property is protected.
So he's going to the next. He's going to the next
He's
level.
going next level.
Next level. Well, we went next level too, because we were like, and you know what? We have a religious exemption. This is our food church. We threw everything at them that we could.
I don't think you should have to.
We shouldn't have to, but then.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. We have to change the language. When you say, well, I think we should be able to have chickens in town.
Right.
You can have chickens in town. You're going to have some weenie tell you can't, but you shouldn't listen to them because that's your property.
Right.
And they may have ordinance.
Right.
Who made the ordinance? The governor? Did he sign it into law?
No.
It's an ordinance.
It's an ordinance.
So let's say you have a chicken in town, and everybody in town hates your chicken. You think they're going to execute you over it? No. They're not going to take your chicken. They can't take your chicken. They don't have the authority to take private property. It's yours. It'd be like stealing your car because they don't like the color of it.
They've done that to her.
Loud muffler on it or something.
Yeah. So
if it wasn't live, I'd tell you the story.
She didn't tell you after. But the point is that what I loved about what you did is you didn't back down. And of course, we support everybody that was out there today. Like the respect that I have for everyone that was here today, I don't even
This is
have words
phenomenal,
for.
yeah.
But what I appreciated about you, especially on the panel, was that, and not even just on the panel, but just everything that comes out of your mouth is like, just know. Just know. Like, these are your rights, and stop bowing down, and stop putting all these caveats, you know, into it. And so I think it's so great that, like, you're so much like our mom. She's probably watching, she knows. I mean, but seriously, it's so important to just, when you are up there speaking and just doing that, like saying the no, just no. Inside of, I think, every person that's listening, we're like,
you needed
hopeful.
to encourage somebody.
Yes, that guy is speaking truth. We can get behind that. But when everybody else speaks and they do the mamsy-pamsy stuff, which it all depends on where you're at. But when they speak those words, it doesn't resonate within us the way that yours do. It doesn't give the hope of like, yes, it gives the, okay, I can probably do that. When you speak, it's like, that's right.
Everybody's at different levels, and he's at like this level.
Yeah.
And when everybody went down the rabbit trail of like, oh, sovereign citizen, maybe you don't even need a driver's license, and everybody's like, I watched a YouTube on that. I did watch YouTube on that. I'm not sure I'm ready to do that one yet, but I watched YouTube on it.
Did you when that lawyer
And then
poked
she
her face
posted,
in?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So did she support what I was saying?
No.
No. She wants us to go to her
To go
to
through the
decipher what the truth is, right?
Right.
And of course, we'd have to pay her money to do that.
Yeah.
Instead of us just reading our Constitution, it says, my property is mine.
Right.
You can't take my property.
And
There's no discussion here.
if you have to get a lawyer, you want one on your side that says that.
But they don't.
I know.
They're all about compromising.
They are.
And guess what?
They can only work within the system. That's all they know.
Well, they're licensed by the state. So you take it
They
into
made
court
their
of law
agreement.
with a lawyer.
Right.
The lawyer works for the state. The judge works for the state.
Right.
And you're taking the state to the court.
All right. Exactly.
How's that going to work out?
Exactly. Catherine, what did
And
you
you
wanna
got to
add?
pay.
We are live. You can just come
Okay,
on.
I wanted to comment what you were saying about it coming down to personal sovereignty. Like, that's what I grew up thinking, and just literally that makes sense. Okay, if I obey God, try to keep the commandments as best I can, and obey the Constitution, I'm good. That's all I got to do, right?
No.
That's like that's what. So that's where.
That's like saying I'm going onto this battlefield called life.
Mm-hmm.
If I just work hard and I tell the truth, everything will be fine.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
No, it's not like that though. Because you're going to have people that are going to come and use deception,
Yes.
lie to you saying, hey, it's the law.
Right.
And
You've
that's
got to
what,
let me search your car. It's
and
the
that's what
law.
I've run into.
I got
And
the badge.
it shocks me every time because it and so
You're
then when,
operating on God's principles.
well, it just that's all that ever made sense to me, like a little kid. And so then when you said that, it was like, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's what made sense in the first place, anyway.
But remember I said, the Constitution, as well as Ten Commandments, it's like a sword.
Yeah.
But it just sits there. It's
Yeah.
sort of like a gun.
Got it,
It
yeah.
just sits there. It won't go off by itself. You can't. That sword is not going to swing itself by itself.
Yes.
It was given to you, just like we gave you a car. A car won't drive itself.
Right.
You have to drive it.
Yeah.
So you can pull that sword and you can use it responsibly. Or you can operate like that lawyer that stuck her face in and say, well, not always, is what she said. Oh, so it's not absolute. Our rights are not absolute
But as soon
before
as you
God.
give them as soon as you do what she does, they will take a mile.
That's right. What she did is she opened up a foothold for deception.
Right. Well, she says what she does is she's saying they're right sometimes, and then they come in and know we're right all the time. No, I'm just saying like that's what she means.
Oh, well, I thought she said, she said, well, Mark gets up here and he talks all about the Fifth Amendment and everything, but you get some bureaucrat that's got a real burr under his saddle,
Right.
and he can make your life miserable.
Right.
Well, yeah, you can make my life miserable, just like the problem you have. Your life gets miserable sometimes, even though you're doing the right thing. But you still do the right thing.
Exactly.
And when push comes to shove, the bureaucrats, like I said, if they can throw you in jail, they will, but most of the time, they can't.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know the law. We don't break the law. We're not lawbreakers. If we were, I wouldn't be here. I'd be knocking off the next bank. And we could do that too.
Yeah.
We're farmers. We could rob banks. Robbing banks is not hard. You know, we use guns all the time.
Right.
We could rob banks. It's not hard.
Sure.
But we're farming.
Yeah.
And my government's coming after me.
Like you're a bank robber.
Like I'm a bank robber. Why don't you just go after the bank
What kind of things do you farm? What do you do? What is your forte? What do you enjoy doing? What are you fighting for? You're fighting for something.
Yeah. So I have beef cattle,
Yeah.
and then I have about 5 cows that I milk.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's
And
pretty.
do you sell the raw milk?
I sell the raw milk.
Awesome.
Can you believe that?
I know.
You know, you're gonna put on the
It's
internet, you'll be coming
Michigan.
after me. And I have Mangalitsa pigs, and I butcher them and I sell them, pieces, parts, whatever. We make hams, we make sausages, we do all kinds of, anything that we want to do, we do. We do bees within the law. We do chickens, pasture poultry, a lot of it.
Yeah. And it's just you and your wife, do your kids partake and do they work hard? Do they like it?
Oh yeah. Well, that's all they know.
That's all they know.
But it's the way the guy.
But they enjoy it. Like
Yeah, they have good lives.
you have 7
Happy
kids,
lives.
right?
8.
8 kids. 8 kids. 8 children. And they're all little farmers.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
little slaves.
4 of them are
Just
out.
kidding. Oh wow.
Well, you
So
know,
lost 4 slaves.
what Joel said that really I wanted to pass on is at this point in time in American history, we refer to children as liabilities.
Yeah. They cost money. They're too expensive.
Well, that's dumb because a child is an asset. At least at my house they are.
Yep.
Right.
Because
Ladies,
when
I
they get
told
old
you.
enough,
They are.
They can
I told you
carry
the
firewood, they can butcher chickens, they can collect the eggs, they can milk,
Yeah.
they can do all this stuff that makes everything kind of work.
Yeah.
And
It makes them better human beings.
it does.
You're literally raising them to be with every tool that they need.
Yeah. The 3 kids that are out of the house are great kids. They're well man,
I bet they're very proud.
productive. Yeah. I'm proud of them. I don't know if they're proud of me.
I'm sure they are.
Well, you guys think I'm pretty smart here, but at home.
No, I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the smartest of the two.
Are you?
So today we got to see a bunch of people who have a bunch of great ideas on how to go rogue doing food. Obviously, everybody kept pointing to Mark as the epitome of going rogue food. But it's not. 100 years ago, you were just a farmer. It wasn't
Yeah.
rogue. It was just normal.
And we're going back
Like,
that
can we
direction.
just seriously just make it?
And
It's
that's
not.
hope.
100 years
And
ago, it was
that's
just
what
normal.
people need. Hope.
Yeah.
That we're going back.
Say that again. It's
Well, I'm
not-
going back.
We're all. But
You guys
there's
should come
a,
with me if you want.
There's a movement. There's a
Yeah.
movement.
There is a movement.
There's a movement of people going back and looking at insanity, willing to take a fight. Like, Moody up there saying, "I'm gonna be going to jail. I'm ready to do this."
Yeah.
That's pretty. I mean, people are putting their lives, their fortunes, their sacred honor on the line.
Think about the shot that was fired at Lexington Bridge.
Yeah.
Think about that foray. Those men stood there and they were giving their lives for their freedom. I'm from that part of the country,
Oh, wow.
and every day going to elementary school there was a monument, and my grandfather used to read it to us, and it said, "Near the spot Nathan Howe left his plow in the fall to respond to the Lexington alarm." And I've never forgot that. It's still there. I visit it when I'm home, and these men left their homes and their wives and their kids, took up arms,
Yeah.
and went into
Yeah.
Boston
Yeah.
to chase the redcoats out.
Yeah. So why did they do that? For their property.
Like in
That's what
Nehemiah,
I
fight
said.
for your
Their land,
homes
for their
and your
food.
wives and your children.
That's what we have
Like in
now.
Nehemiah.
We have the departments are bureaucrats,
Yeah.
right? They're mercenary.
Yeah.
They get paid money to do
They
what
are.
they
That
do.
is mercenary.
And
isn't
they'll
it?
come and they'll say to you, "I'm sorry, man, I'm just doing my job.
They're the
You're out of
German
business.
Hessians,
I'm
yeah.
putting you out of business." Well, they're not really dedicated to that, but it's
Right.
my home, my process. It's sort of, we had a really tough time in Vietnam. It's because our guys were just there for a year. It was their home.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
their
Right.
home.
Right.
So this is our home.
Right.
So do they think we're going to just give up?
Yeah.
And the thing that they probably need to think about, I hope they hear this, because what happens is farmers are not the people to fool around with. They're the wrong people to fool around with, because they're good at things, they're tenacious, and and they're kind of brutal, you know. And when it gets down to it,
They're the MacGyvers of this world.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
little duct tape, baling wire and twine,
Oh, yeah.
they can build a bridge. I'm telling you. Seriously, you can do.
but we're not gonna, we don't take this kindly,
Yeah.
and we don't forget.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't forget.
Wow.
That's very powerful.
Like Joel said, forgive
having men to stand up for something like Joel had said this before, that the food freedom they're like the front line of liberty, like in this country right now. Like the farmers, you heard it in the room, like they're taking the hits for all other freedoms.
Yeah.
You know, it's all, I don't know what it is about food and what happened, but like it's the most illegal thing that should be legal in this country.
Yeah.
Like it's the basic of all things you need is good food to live.
You need to see this as a war against humanity.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
It is a war against humanity.
Sure.
It's good versus evil. You never hear good people saying, well, you know what? We got to corner the market on food. Yeah. But bad people
Yeah.
will say, you know, if you control the food, you control the people.
Right, right,
You know,
right.
And it's
and you
really
can-
true. They've evidenced it.
It is true, but why do they want to control the people? I mean,
Because they want ultimate
Leave the
power.
people-
Like, I mean, really.
if you leave the people alone, the people will make us very prosperous.
Right.
Right.
All boats will float higher,
Yeah.
innovative, all that. We'll all have a good life.
And you don't even need to regulate the corporations if you deregulate people like good farmers, because the
They'll rise
market,
up, yeah.
people will just go towards this, but because it's illegal to do some of the things, or it's, the regulations are there,
Yeah.
you know,
It
that
intimidates people.
more people would be good farmers if it were to be regulated out of being a good farmer, you know. And now the laws are all written to, oh, we love Monsanto, we love Cargill, we love Kellogg's.
Right.
You know, the laws are meant for them and to push the rest of us out. And so, you know, people like you being on the front line, Joel Salatin has I don't know how many millennials are now trying to farm because they
Yeah.
read a Joel Salatin book.
And it's bipartisan. I mean, really, in all
is.
honesty. And that's, to me, the most beautiful thing that we find. We have a slogan on our show. Obviously, we're libertarian leaning and probably more conservative than anything, just to be frank. But we don't lean right, we don't lean left, we lean on the word of God. And so if God says it's right, then that's where we're going to stand.
Exactly.
And so it doesn't matter to me what your political beliefs are. I'm going to follow God, and I'm going to follow the Constitution and our founding fathers, and that's it. You know, you guys can be. Who was it who was talking about the? It was Massey.
Yeah.
The ideologues versus the partisans.
Yeah.
The partisan, you're going to lose every time because they're just going to stick to their party line. If you can get an ideologue, regardless of what side of the aisle they're on, and you agree on that,
Right.
you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
So
We'll all do better.
we will.
Well, AOC's got this whole Green New Deal, and I really think it's the most satanic thing on the planet. No, seriously, because like all these like lefties who are all about save the planet, I'm telling you, Joel Salatin and Food Inc. and all the Farming and all these movies and documentaries, they woke a whole generation of people ready to fight something,
Yeah.
ready to take the land back. And then, in my opinion, the devil came in and said, we're going to hijack this movement and we're going to make it about global warming. We're going to make it about climate change. We're going to
Instead
make
of
it about
just our, you know,
the
food
government
health
needs
and-
to solve all these problems. Oh, not little farmers. The government needs to go in there. The most satanic thing is to hijack the movement of people who are saying we're killing the planet, because we are killing the planet through this horrible chemicals and the horrible farming,
movements to the soil.
you know, and the plastics and all these crazy things. You know, you have an answer. Like, you literally have the answer you have a Green New Deal. Like Thomas
Yeah.
Massey said, like, here's a Green New Deal, guys. It's not going to cost you anything. We just need some rights back, and we can heal this planet. We don't need you to make any more laws. We need less laws, and we can heal the planet.
And we don't need
And
immigrants.
God is like, I believe, shouting down about all of us. You know, you need to heal my planet because you're doing really horrible things to it, right? And you heard the call because you're out there farming because you feel God out there.
I feel like you can hear God
and you
better
feel the
when you
anointing, you feel the power of God when you're out there. And then all these greenies are like, well, we just need electric cars and that will solve everything.
Yeah.
You know, we just need some more wind power. We just need more solar, you know? And you're
Hydroponics and LEDs.
exactly. And that's what we need to do to fix the planet. Yeah.
Well, Mark, this has been so great. I'm so glad that we got to talk to you for a second time because we have another interview with him that I will be uploading.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for being here for the Rogue Food Conference. End of the day, everybody's left. But
What were your takeaways? Do you have any takeaways from today?
Yeah. For how many years now? 8 years now. We've been just reactive.
yes,
We've been reactive.
They come at you and then you react.
And then we all react. And we all get upset. We make phone calls and stuff. But then what happens to them?
ever win a game if you always play defense?
No.
You got to
No.
score some runs to win a game.
You do. And you got to hunt. The time now is to come together, to organize. There's a fire burning, and it needs to be put out.
Yes.
You know, this is very simple. I don't care if they want a factory fire. I don't really care. I mean,
I hear you.
they're going down the tubes. They're doing ugly things.
Right.
But it's not working out for them. But why have they been able to get most of the rules working against us?
Yeah.
Organically farmers.
Yeah,
sustainably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just make it an even playing field,
Yeah.
and we'll whoop them every time. And
Yeah.
the planet will be healed. I mean, it's self-healed.
It
It
is.
is
Like our
like our
bodies.
bodies. Yeah.
You're right.
God
Exactly.
made it to
God
work.
made it that way. Yeah, He designed
You
it.
don't need stuff to put in your body. It'll
Yeah.
just take care of itself.
Yeah.
It's the building blocks.
Right.
And we can produce enough food on grass. We don't need to be doing the corn
Exactly.
grazing cattle down the middle of the highway.
Exactly.
A lot of grass.
There is a lot of grass.
And you said we're ruining the planet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I go around occasionally, and there's a lot of land that's not being used.
I know.
Sure, a lot of grassland. So we can build fences that will last a long time and graze cattle.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we can do.
So we're going on the offense.
Yeah, and people are going to come on the offense too, because what industrial agriculture does is it creates a bunch of $10 an hour jobs
It does.
that people can't really
Live off of.
subside. But if you have an 80-acre farm like I do, you should be making a white-collar salary
Yeah, absolutely.
and feeding people good food.
Yeah.
So people will get into it because if they, you mean I can live like you do and make $100 grand a year?
Right.
They'll run at that.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
they're running to go live in,
Right.
Manhattan,
Right.
work at Amazon, where at the end of the day, they don't really have anything anywhere.
Yeah.
The cost of living is so high.
Empty souls.
Yeah. They have to live
Empty
in a,
Well, we always say, even the big suburbanites, they go and they work all day for a home that they're never in,
Right.
and they spend all this money on
Stuff that they don't see.
and they hardly ever use, and it's just like it's this meaningless life, and they're unfulfilled. And so, yes, eating good food heals the body, but just living the right life heals the body.
Yeah.
a good process.
Ah, it is, and you guys are doing it, and I'm so blown away. Today was such an encouragement. We're going on the offense. We're going to win this thing.
Yeah.
We're going to get back. And so, from our stance, just to do a shameless plug for the Plymouth 400, it's the 400-year anniversary that the Pilgrims landed. And
2020.
In 2020, because they landed in 1620. And we're going back there. Glenn Beck's going to go, and a lot of speakers are going to be there and stuff. And we're super excited about it. But the point of it is, I believe that the Pilgrims came here with a 500-year plan. And we're at year 400. I think somewhere around year 100, that plan went like this. And I think that year 400 to 500, we're taking it back. And that's what I'm really excited about. And I think that's what we're hearing from around the country is people that is something like genetically inside of good people is turning on. And we're all waking up and we're hearing the same stories everywhere. And it's just like
Everywhere from Brexit to
Poland
and Italy. People are getting out of
the farmers in Netherlands.
The farmers in Netherlands driving their little tractors down because of crazy regulations. They can't make a living. People are rising all over the country. Like, I want my rights back. I mean, you can see Hong Kong. People are like, I don't want to be communist. We're going to fight.
Right.
There's a lot of people. There's like a fight. People are just getting that 1776 worldwide. I love that.
I kind of feel like 2020 is going to go down in history as
I
like a
feel it.
1776
Everybody
year.
feels it.
It just feels like this year is just like the
This
year.
is the year we go on the offense. This is the year we start taking ground.
back.
You know, I got the goosebumps. This year we start taking ground. This year you start taking ground. You're taking ground. It's so powerful.
And what we need is more, we're not feminists, more men.
We need
like
more
you
men
to
who
stand
are
up
not
and
namsy-pamsy.
just do it.
You know, I'm just
And the
gonna-
women to support them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's what we need.
We do. We do. We need men to be men again. That's one of our slogans on our show. We make men great again.
Yeah,
Where's the manliness? You know, and we can only do so much.
yeah.
And trying to run a home that like 2 chicks. This guy can lift 10 times more than I can.
Right.
You. But seriously, there's only so much you can do. We need men to stand up to say. And when the FBI come in, we can, you know, we've had the government come in. We've been able to stand up. But like when a dude like you comes to say, excuse me, and you do it with the power of God, there's a difference there. So we need men to be men and great again. You know, and you feel manly when you butcher a cow and you know you're doing something that's regenerative and it's right. You know, I can't stand the dudes who are like, I eat meat, but I could never kill it. I could never kill it.
We full-grown men your size say that to us, and I'm like,
It's embarrassing.
I can't.
Posh the Emmys.
We're taking that back too. No more of that. No more of that.
If you eat it, you better be able to kill it.
Okay,
Come
we
on,
need
man.
to sign off. All right. We're going to see you guys back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for European and UK news. We love you guys. God loves you. God bless. Subscribe. Your YouTube channel is, do you have one?
Baker's Green Acres.
Baker's Green Acres.
Baker's Green Acres at YouTube.
I'm
You need
subscribed
to
to
be
it.
following Mark and everything that he's doing. We love you guys. God loves you. Thank you, Mark. God bless.